Hi, I'm Dr. Abe. I'm an MD and cannabis health coach, and I'm here today to answer your questions about CBD and drug testing. This is a great question that I get all the time, and the short answer is no, but with a few important exceptions you'll want to pay attention to. First, I'll explain that drug tests aren't actually looking for every single cannabinoid there is, so they're not looking specifically for CBD. What they're actually focused on is one key target. That's finding enough digested THC. This digested and broken down THC is called THC-COOH. And they use that as evidence of presumably recent cannabis use. Now, this is debatable because the reality is that digested THC, which is no longer active, can still hang around in your system for up to a few weeks or even a month on average. It could even be a couple weeks longer if there was a lot of THC ingested over the years, or if the individual has excess body fat that captures and stores THC and its digested form. You may be wondering, but Dr. Abe, why does it stick around in the body for so long, especially while traces of the other recreational drugs can only take a few days to clear? The reason is because our body simply doesn't perceive cannabinoids as harmful, so it doesn't race to kick them out like it does with alcohol, cocaine, opioids, etc. Going back to the main question, the point is that in order to pass, you need to have low enough levels of digested THC in whatever body fluid they are testing, most often in the form of a simple urine test. A lot of people ask me if there's a way to quickly flush out or detox the processed THC in their body. The unfortunate truth is that there isn't any known or surefire way to do that. Your best chances are with abstaining from THC for at least a month before your test. Now, we know there may be some temptation to alter or skirt around the test results by doing things like switching urine, drinking a ton of water and B vitamins, and dubious detox kits. While a few people can get away with these, mostly out of sheer luck, for the most part they aren't really effective. They often result in a retest or worse, like a red flag or outright fail for tampering with results. They do look for this and can tell when people try hard to cheat. With this in mind, you should know that many CBD products also carry very small amounts of THC, and these are called full-spectrum products. Now, in a typical dose, that small amount of THC isn't enough to get you high, and if you take it just once, you'll be fine on the drug screen. But the problem is, if you take full-spectrum products daily or on the regular, it's possible that in a few months you could build up enough of this broken down THC to finally appear at the levels they're looking for. So how can you take daily CBD and be fine on a drug screen? You'll have to look for CBD products that are labeled broad spectrum or isolate CBD. Basically, you can think of those CBD products as THC free. Broad spectrum and isolate CBD products have a next to zero risk for causing a positive test, outside of a chance mistake by the lab or manufacturer. This is why it's really important to look for manufacturers who go the extra mile to double check their products with an independent lab. They ship some samples off and get back a detailed lab report called a Certificate of Analysis or COA. Once they get this report, they upload it online next to the product page, and then you can just match up the report with the batch number to check it for yourself. When you're looking at it, you'll notice that there are tests for different cannabinoids and terpenes, as well as tests for contaminants like mold and heavy metals. What you're looking for in a THC-free product aren't specific numbers, but rather the initials ND right next to the THC line on the COA. This stands for not detected and reassures you that there isn't any THC in your product. This means that your odds of CBD use being flagged in a drug test are close to zero as possible, even if you do take them regularly. Manufacturers who don't do this kind of independent testing often have higher amounts of THC than you'd expect or as advertised. So you should always do your due diligence when buying CBD and choose high-quality products that have a COA from a reputable brand. If you need more support for your symptoms, you can also choose broad-spectrum and isolate formulations of CBDA, CBG, CBN, and CBC, all available THC-free. If you have experience or any questions about CBD and drug testing, write them in the comments section and I'll try to answer them or point you in the right direction. For more information on CBD and drug testing, visit the link in the description.